beater, blender, hand blender. I think too, one of the challenges is how is consistency to the recipe. We have 5 cooks in total because we're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. So if you come today for one recipe, one particular favorite, we want you to have the same taste, experience, and gratification the second time you come. So, but you know, cooks and chefs sometimes, oh, just a little of that, make it mine. But I think that's one of the biggest challenges is that making it consistently the same great flavor. And so one of the most common words in our kitchen is standards. We have our standard. So we know you're a good cook, but we have our standards. So sticking to the recipe so that you can count on the same great taste every time you come is very important. Yes?
Mila definitely has very, very nice desserts. I am a neighbor of hers.
She's my neighbor. I go over there for her paprikash, for chicken paprikash and dumpling. Oh, without a doubt. You can't.
But I must add that it's a special treat when I go over to her house and she has a lovely table all set out, and one of my favorite is her fantastic noodles.
Oh, the pancit. Thank you. The pancit. Thank you.
Also the spring rolls.
Yeah, right there. Now you can make it. We'll try it with paprikash sauce. Thank you, Sophie. I love cooking and I love dining out. That's always been my favorite leisure activity is dining out, and from takeout places to the most elegant places, or what they call the hole in the wall, street food. So that's always been a favorite activity for me, and I was fortunate enough to have that privilege.
Awesome. No, I think you're great. I think hobby cooks that turn into business people and restaurateurs are sometimes even better than chefs because they don't overthink it. I think you know if there's one thing that I know when I started when I was much younger was I knew I liked to cook and I loved cooking. So it led me to becoming a chef quite early, right after university. So it was easy for me to do that. But at the same time,
the frying and my babbling. And then we have also, you see in the Philippines, traditionally we eat with our hands. So again, the tactile, the feeling of it. Starting in the fall, I'm going to be having Kamayan nights. Kamayan means
Using
hands, using your hands. So we'll be lining our tables with banana leaves and then putting a mountain of rice in the middle. We're going to try different garlic rice to white rice to Java rice, and then arranging the food, and with your hands we'll give you a little demonstration how you can pick up those little grains of rice using your 4 little fingers and your thumb and getting it into your mouth without spilling it all over your clothes. So we'll be starting that in the fall sometime. So do we have a volunteer that, would you say Sinigang?
yes.
I always say adobo.
Because adobo is actually derived from Mexico.
Yes.
The Italian trade.
That's
Because
right.
they have chipotle and adobo sauce, they have adobo in for sure.
Dinuguan.
For sure.
Yeah, dinuguan also.
Other cultures have blood dishes too.
Blood dishes, like a blood stew.
But if there's, I think Doreen Fernandez, our penultimate food writer before who passed away, she did choose sinigang as a very Filipino, inherently Filipino dish. The closest thing to that would be the tom yum from Thailand, which we don't have any influence from. And then from Malaysia, the laksa ayam, which is a sour noodle dish. But otherwise, I think we would be at least one of the few countries that actually use tamarind as a souring agent in a soup dish.
Yes, yes.
So, and then much as there are 7,107 islands in the country, there are about 15 types of regions, countless numbers of provinces. about 70 types of dialects. So it is really, you know, on our own, we actually have a great party on identity crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. We
Yeah.
love being diverse. I think
Absolutely.
the universal, being Filipino is just being adaptive and being able to go from one province to another.
Yes.
I like, where is your family from?
And so what you would do if you're using, let's say you really want to go traditional Filipino, you use that as your, it's completely clean. You make a mountain, right? And all the way across. And then so two-sided, and I'm going to have garlic rice, white rice, and what's called a Java rice. Most of them will be, I'll have a Kamayan menu, in other words, a menu that's suited for eating with your hands, which will include our grilled squid, our grilled food, and then again, two-sided, communal, and there we have it. And the trick is to really pick it up, press it, and then using your thumb, and believe me, there's a lot of, many Filipinos can do this without spilling one single grain of rice. So, okay, so there we have it. Crispy pork binagongan, paired with kinatansitaw kalabasa, and as your finger food, not a starter, not an appetizer, you don't have that, as our pulutan, meaning picking it up. Our lumpia Shanghai, and our garlic rice, and then you top it off with our ever infamous, famous, written up a few times in various magazines, halo halo.
Okay, thank you. And the sauce here? Oh, yeah. Good. Thank you. Okay. Are you ready for yours? With the rice? Okay, with the rice. Glycemic index, that's what it is. What do you call this rice? Brown, Japanese brown. Okay. Thank you. Okay, wait.
From the food, I just want to say, first of all, thanks to Harbourfront Centre for putting this together, PIDC obviously, and I'm from Luminous Financial. We recently just partnered up with PIDC because we've launched a new program specifically for the Filipino community to make it more affordable and convenient for you to be able to support your families back home. So visit our booth, there's lots of giveaways. We've got fans, we've got pens, we've got bags, and right now, we're going to give away a $25 gift certificate to FV Foods and, of course, a Luminous bag with all the goodies. So I got Pito Pabalay.